I've created a series of educational pages posted on Facebook to deal with various categories of collecting, primarily areas of where there's a large collector interest and where I have a particular level of experience and expertise where hopefully I can add something of value to the collectors. One of those pages deals with peace dollars. Peace dollars, like Morgan dollars, are very popular with collectors because of their beauty and because of their size. They're a large coin that feels very substantial when you hold it in your hand. It's wide, it's broad, and it's very heavy. And to many collectors, that's more appealing than dealing in small coins like dimes or pennies or nickels. And of course, there are collectors in those series too. But it's a matter of preference, and a lot of people just seem to be attracted to the larger size coin. So consequently, peace dollars, just like Morgan dollars, have been extremely popular with collectors over the last few decades. And it's an area where I feel like I have a particular expertise because I have handled so many and worked with so many collectors in building peace dollar collections. But at the same time, it's one of the more difficult series to actually master, even though there are only 24 different peace dollars and they only occurred over a period from 1921 to 1935. Nevertheless, there are great differences between the various states and the various mint marks. Differences in strike, differences in surface quality, differences in luster. And consequently, the grading services have tended to be more lenient in grading certain dates like 1925S, 1924S, or the 1921P, and so forth, than they would be if they were grading the more common dates that were well made, like the 1922P or the 1923P or the 1935P or 1935S. So consequently, if you're starting out in peace dollars and you're looking to put together a collection of comparable quality, comparably graded coins, you're going to find it very difficult to find issues like 1921, 1924S, 1925S that look as nice as the issues you have for the 1934P, 1934S, 1935P, 1935S, or the early P mints, 1922, 23, and 24. And you'll also find that it's going to be very, very difficult to find S mints, 22S, 23S, 28S, with strikes, with full, complete strikes. They're usually very softly struck in the hair and on the eagle and the reverse. Same thing would apply to the 1921P. Well, you won't learn this from the population reports. Because the grading services tend to be much more lenient on those dates, there's a high population of coins in the grades you might be looking for, like MS64 or MS65 or even MS66. But that doesn't mean those will be easy coins to find. As a matter of fact, I would argue that the 1925S is so difficult and is so loosely graded that if they graded all 1925S's on the same standards that they used to grade a 1935S, you wouldn't have any 1925S's graded MS65 or MS66 or higher. Or maybe you might have 3 or 4 coins in MS65 holders at the very low end of the range, and those coins would probably be 6-figure coins because of their very low populations. But because the grading services do take a more lenient stand on those kinds of coins, the population report will be totally misleading in terms of the true rarity of finding one of those coins that you're going to like, that has a complete strike, that has good luster, and has quality surfaces. So those are things that can be very, very confusing to even advanced collectors, let alone new or medium-term collectors. And that's where my 35, 40 years of experience in handling tens of thousands more of peace dollars, where I can be very helpful to people collecting peace dollars. So those are the types of things I will try to use on my Facebook site to help educate collectors.